Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. We start with a tragic hospital explosion and suspected airstrike in Gaza City, which has resulted in the loss of hundreds of lives. Palestinians claim an Israeli bombing, while the Israeli military blames Islamic Jihad. This is fueling more unrest to the already fragile region, while a trip to Jordan by U.S. President Joe Biden has been called off, who landed in Israel today. Our Yoo-jin has the latest.
At least 500 people have died following an explosion at the Al-Ahli al-Arabi hospital in central Gaza on Tuesday night. The hospital was crowded with victims of earlier Israeli airstrikes, as well as thousands of displaced people seeking shelter. Most of the victims are known to be women, children, and refugees. The Palestinian Health Ministry says many are still under the rubble, but it's unclear who's responsible for the attack. Palestine says it was an Israeli airstrike, while Israel's military attributes it to a failed rocket launch by the Palestinian Islamist Jihad group. Protests have erupted across the Middle East and North Africa, condemning the deadly attack.
The Palestinian people did not commit a crime. They don't want anything. That is their home. They don't want to leave.
Just now, up of 1,000 casualties, all of them of civilians who were displaced from the north, and they have nowhere to go except to be in the garden and the yard of the hospital. Totally were killed.
This all happened hours before U.S. President Joe Biden headed to Israel on what's seen as a diplomatic mission to help ease tensions in the region and allow much-needed humanitarian aid to enter Gaza. Biden had planned to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and also visit Jordan for a four-way summit with King Abdullah II, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi of Egypt, and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. But Jordan canceled the summit shortly after the hospital bombing. Jordan's Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi said on Al Jazeera Arabic Wednesday morning that there is no benefit to anyone in holding a summit at this time. Though his trip to Jordan has been called off, White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby says Biden intends to speak with the Middle East leaders on his flight back to Washington on Wednesday night. 송유진, 아리랑뉴스.